It will giving the message
Um,
you stop
okay, now
recording.
it's saying the session is being
Yes,
recorded.
yes.
Okay, it's good. It's recording now.
Okay. So now we are going to be recapping the previous session, and then we
Mhm.
can continue with that session again, and then we can go for some other features available in Salesforce. So now, when coming to the Salesforce, Salesforce is one of the cloud computing vendor which is going to be offering the various cloud computing services to customers. Like whenever we are going to be accessing some existing applications, or if you want to develop new application, at that time we have to purchase those softwares by paying some amount to purchase a license, and then only we can able to start utilizing those applications or those softwares. It may be existing applications, or it may be the new applications which we are going to develop, so that to develop those new applications, whatever the prerequisite softwares are required, those softwares we have to purchase the licenses, then only we can able to start using that. in this in these scenarios, whenever if you want to purchase a license of those all software, the licenses will be very costly, so that as a small organization we cannot able to afford that much of amount to purchase all those licenses. If it is a mid-sized organization, or if it is a very big organization like as some MNCs, they can able to afford that much of amount to purchase those licenses. If it is a startup company, if it is a very small company which is started with some 5 employees, 10 employees, or 20 employees, then at that time those organizations are not able to afford that much of amount in order to purchase those licenses. In this kind of scenario, instead of purchasing those licenses by investing some amount, we can take those softwares on rental basis. So now, when coming to the software, it may be the existing software, or it may be a new application which we are going to develop. To develop those new application, whatever the requisite softwares are required, whatever the programming languages softwares, it may be Java or .NET, or it may be databases like Oracle or SQL Server. Whatever the things are required, whatever the resources are required, everything we are going to be taking on rental basis. Simply, cloud computing is nothing but pay per use concept. Okay, pay per use. Suppose for example, if you want to travel from Hyderabad to some Bangalore or some one place to another place, then we are going to be utilizing some taxis, car taxis, nothing but some cabs. Like it may be Ola, it may be Meru cab, it may be car taxi, like that. So many cab vendors are there. These vendors are going to be providing these cars to you on rental basis. Depends upon our utilization, we have to pay some amount to that particular vendor. So nothing but when coming to the sales of cloud computing also, cloud computing provides an approach of accessing these IT services on rental basis. So in those cloud computing services, we are going to be getting those cloud computing services from the various vendors. Like for the call taxi, we have Meru Cab, Call Taxi, Ola, like that. So many vendors are there. Like the same way, when coming to the cloud computing services, also we have so many vendors are there. From those vendors, Salesforce is also one of the vendor. So now the Salesforce is one of the organization who are providing the cloud computing services to their customers on rental basis. When coming to the Salesforce, Salesforce is offering the various cloud-based services. Cloud-based in the sense everything is deployed in the cloud. Cloud in the sense internet. Everything is available in the internet, so that the customers can able to access those services from any point of time, from any place, whenever they want, wherever they want, they can able to access those services. So now when coming to the Salesforce, Salesforce is offering the various cloud services to their customers. One is Sales Cloud. Sales Cloud in the sense, what is Sales Cloud? Whenever we are going to be performing some sales process of our organization, like, so now suppose for example, let's let's take a sample example. Like whenever we are going to be purchasing a mobile, then we can go to the any of the showroom. Let's go to some Big C or LOT, or it may be Universal, whatever the showrooms that we have, to purchase a mobile. So at that time, in that organization or in that shopping mall, you will be having the various models of mobiles will be there, which has been manufactured by the various organizations. Like you will be having some Samsung mobiles are there, some HTC mobiles are there, some Sony manufactured mobiles are there, some Microsoft manufactured mobiles are there. Whenever you are going to be purchasing a particular mobile, then they are going to be following a different sales process because those organizations are going to be taking care of the sales of those particular products on behalf of the organization. Because Samsung is going to be developing so many mobile models. It may be the basic handsets, it may be the smartphones, it may be the tabs, it may be the various models will be there. So now, when coming to the Samsung, Samsung organization directly cannot able to install, directly cannot able to involve into the sales of that models, of the sales of those products, so that they're appointing some partners. Nothing but the persons who are taking care of the business on behalf of the organization is called as a partner. Like suppose for example, we have some Nokia showrooms are there. Okay, Nokia care centers. Nothing but this is not directly the Nokia people, but this will be organizing by some other third party, which they are going to be taking care of the sales of the Nokia products. Like the same way, when coming to this particular organization also, they are going to providing the various mobiles. Whenever if you want to purchase a HTC mobile, then they are expecting nothing but the cost is 13,000 cost. Along with that, they are providing the 2 years of insurance, and along with that, they are providing the 5% discount. Okay. So now, whenever if you want to purchase a Sony mobile, then they are going to be charging 14,000 rupees as the amount, and then they are providing 7% as a discount on that price. But they are not offering any free insurance service to you. When coming to the Microsoft mobile, they are going to be charging 9,000 rupees as the amount for that particular product, and along with that, they are offering 1 year free insurance service, but they are not providing any discount. So nothing but for each and every mobile, they are going to following a different processes. So now, when coming to the sales process, whenever you are going to be following as an organization, if you are following the different processes for your sales of your products, then to automate all those sales processes, we are using the applications provided by the Salesforce called as Sales Cloud application. Now, when coming to the Sales Cloud, by using Sales Cloud, we can able to automate the sales process of an organization. So now when coming to the Sales Cloud, in terms of Sales Cloud, Salesforce offers two applications called as one is marketing, second one is sales. These are the two application names. One application name is marketing, second application name is sales. Now, when coming to the Sales Cloud, what are the various objects will be available? So now when coming to the Sales Cloud, we will be having the various objects like the campaign, because through the marketing, we are going to be promoting our products. While promoting our products, we are going to be conducting some campaigns. So now campaign is one of the object is available in the marketing process. And then through that campaigns, we are going to generating some leads. Everybody is aware of what is a lead, who is a lead. Okay. So who is a lead actually? What do you mean by lead?
A lead is
Customer info.
somebody who's interested in the product but who's not purchased the product yet.
Yes, correct. When coming to the lead, lead is nothing but a person or an organization or a business who showed interested to buy our product. Lead is not at our customer because lead is not at purchased a product from our organization. Just he showed interest. Okay, just he showed interest. So now in this kind of scenario, suppose for example, I want to purchase a Sony mobile. Now we have so many shopping malls are there who are providing these products, Sony mobile products. So now here we have assumed that we have two shopping malls are there, shopping mall 1 and the shopping mall 2. First, I will go to the both of the shopping malls and I will verify what is the price of that product in each and every shopping mall. First, I will go to some big C. In that, I will check that product and what is the price and what are the discounts they are offering and what kind of free services they are providing. I would like to check. So now I will get this information and then I will go to the another shopping mall, that is LOT. In that shopping mall also, I will verify the same product. I will get some information about that product, nothing but what is the price of that, what are the benefits they are offering, what are the services they are offering. And then from that, who are offering that product in less cost, then I will go with that. Nothing but visiting the person, nothing but whenever a person is visiting our shop, then he will not be our customer. Just he will verify and he may purchase, he may not purchase. When coming to the lead, lead is nothing but a person or an organization or a business who showed interested to buy our product. So now he may buy, he may not buy our product. There is no guarantee of the lead. So now, when coming to the leads, we are going to be converting those leads as our customers. So for that, here we are going to be involving our sales department people. The sales department people are going to be converting those leads as a customer. So now, when coming to the whenever you are converting a lead as a customer, then three records will be get generated. One is account, second one is contact, third one is opportunity. So now these objects also comes under the sales cloud. And then along with that, we will be having some more objects are also there. One is product, price book, order, contracts. Like that, so many objects are there which will be comes under the sales cloud. When coming to the interview point of view, definitely you will be having a question: what is sales cloud? What is service cloud? When coming to the sales cloud is used to automate the sales process of our organization, and where we can able to implement this, we can able to automate this feature by using the two applications. One is marketing, second one is sales. When coming to the sales cloud, we will be having so many objects will be available like campaign, lead, account, contact, opportunity, product, Facebook, order, contracts, like that. So many objects will be available, which will be comes under the sales cloud. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
When coming to the service cloud, so when coming to the service cloud, we will be automating the service processes. Service in the sense what we will do whenever the customer has purchased a product from our organization, then he will start utilizing that. Suppose, for example, so now I went to a shopping mall, I have purchased a mobile by investing some 10,000 rupees. So now, once you have purchased a mobile, then you will be start utilizing that mobile to make some calls, to receive some calls, to utilize the various features, to access the internet. Suppose here, by using that mobile, today only I have purchased the mobile. I have started utilizing that. I can able to make the calls. I can able to receive the call, but I'm not able to access the internet in that mobile. Then what you will do generally?
We will call to the call center.
Yes, nothing but we are going to be calling to the call center. We will make a call to the call center. Why we are going to be calling to the call center? Because the organization has appointed some people. Nothing but organization has a service center where so many people will be there who are going to be serving to the various customers' problem. Nothing but whenever a customer is facing some problem with a particular product, then they are going to be raising a complaint. So now, as a customer, I am not able to access the internet in that mobile, so that I am going to be making a call to the call center to raise a complaint. That complaint is called as a case. Case is nothing but the detailed information of the problem which the user is facing with our product, so that whenever the customer has raised a complaint, then as an organization we have to provide the support to our customer, because the customer has purchased the mobile today only. Now once the mobile has been purchased, or once the product has been purchased, within 1 year, if the customer is facing any problem, then we are giving the free service. Nothing but that for each and every customer we are giving 1 year of warranty period. In that warranty period, if the customer is facing any problem, then we have to provide the free service. If the warranty period is over, then also we will provide the service to the customer, but that will be a chargeable service. Depends upon the problem that he has, we are going to providing the solution. For that solution, we are going to be charging some amount. So that here, when coming to the each and every customer, sales is not important. We have to take care about the service. Service is nothing but lifelong. We have to provide the service. So that here, in this kind of scenario, whatever the problem the customers has raised, and how we are going to be resolving those customer problems. And then frequently, every quarter or every year, we are going to be getting some feedback from our customer, like how our services are utilizing by those customers. So now, how we can able to improve the new features to the customers. Like that, here we can able to collect some feedback also. Nothing but what the customer is giving the feedback to us. Now, whether the customer is satisfied with our solutions or not, everything we can able to get that feedback information from the customer. So for that here, whenever if you want to automate these service processes of the organization, then we are going to be using this service cloud. So now when coming to the Salesforce, Salesforce is offering one application called as call center, which is used to automate the service processes of our organization. Now, when coming to the service cloud, we will be having so many objects are available like cases, solution, feedback, performance cycle, goal, ideas, knowledge base, like that. So many objects will be there, which will be comes under the service cloud. Okay. So now to automate our service processes of our organization, we are using this service cloud application. In terms of Service Cloud, we are Salesforce is offering one application called as Call Center. Call Center in the sense, don't think this is like as our normal mobile call center. The application name itself, Call Center. Okay. So once we create our own Salesforce account, then I will show you practically what is this call center application, what are the objects are available under that call center application. We will see. Next, the third cloud feature offered by the Salesforce is that is Force.com. When coming to the first.com, already we have discussed about this first.com in our initial classes itself. Like when coming to the first.com, first.com is a platform which is offered by the Salesforce, which is provided by the Salesforce. Now, sometimes the people may ask you a question.
Suspicious item has been detected.
Sometimes the people may ask you, what is this Salesforce.com? What is this first.com? When coming to the Salesforce, Salesforce.com is an organization who has provided one platform called as Force.com. So now when coming to the Force.com, Force.com is a platform provided by the Salesforce by which we can able to customize the existing Salesforce CRM application. We can able to customize the existing Salesforce CRM application, or we can able to develop our own custom applications also. So now here we have discussed about this point where when coming to the Post.com, Post.com is a platform offered by the Salesforce where by using that platform we can able to customize the existing Salesforce CRM application, or we can able to develop our own new custom application also. So because Salesforce is providing the Salesforce CRM application, which is having some pre-built CRM functionality, which can be utilized by all the organization. So whatever the CRM features provided by the Salesforce, if those CRM features are not sufficient as part of your organization requirement, as per your customer requirement, then if it needs to be add some more new features, or if you want to develop your own custom application, then we are using this post.com. Like as suppose you are developing some new applications like as by using some Java or some using some .NET. Like that here, whatever the application that you are going to develop, it may be banking related application, it may be finance related application, it may be manufacturing, it may be engineering, it may be education, it may be healthcare, it may be chemical, it may be engineering. Whatever the application you want to construct or you want to develop, those applications we can implement with the help of this Post.com platform. When coming to the First.com platform is supporting the ORM technology. ORM is nothing but object relationship and the mapping. So now how this ORM technology will help us in we will see in the future classes. Like generally, whenever if you want to develop an application by using either Java or the .NET, so everything we have to develop from the scratch itself, nothing but from the basic level itself, everything we have to develop to construct that application. It will take almost 6 months to 8 months the time to complete that application. When coming to the Salesforce, Salesforce is supporting ORM technology, object relationship and the mapping. where by using this ORM technology, Salesforce is providing 70% of the code is ready-madely available to you. The remaining 30% of the code we have to implement. Nothing but the code which we are going to be writing in order to develop the application is very, very minimal. Very, very less number of code we are going to be writing because most of the code is ready-madely available in the Salesforce, which will be provided by the Salesforce, so that the development time is also very, very reduced and the cost also get reduced. Next, to develop these new applications, Salesforce is providing two programming languages called as, one is Apex, second one is Visual Force. When coming to the Apex, Apex is purely an object-oriented programming language by which we can able to construct the business logic. Nothing but what operations that you are going to perform, what kind of business logic that we are going to implement. Everything we are going to be implementing with the help of the Apex programming language. When coming to the Visual Force is purely a tag-based programming language like as some HTML, which is used to design the attractive web interfaces. So now whatever the interfaces that you are going to develop, so nothing but whatever the user interfaces, whatever the screens that you are going to develop, those screens you can able to implement with the help of this Force.com platform. Sorry, with this Visual Force programming here. Now, clear up to now?
Yes.
Yes.
Okay. So now we will discuss about the remaining features. Like we have three more cloud features are also offered by the Salesforce. Now we are going to be discussing about database.com. So now here, what do you mean by database?
It is a backend to store the data.
Okay. This is nothing but the backend to store the data, right?
Yes.
Now, so now let's take an sample example. Suppose for example here, we have an application. Okay, we have an application. Like suppose for example, some Gmail application is there. For each and every application, we have the three parts of the application will be there. Like every application contains three parts. First one is user interfaces, or these are also called as screens or graphical user interfaces. The second part is business logic. And the third one is backend part. Database. Now, for each and every application, you will be having these three parts. First one is the user interface part, or the screens, or the GUI. This is also called as view. Okay, it is also called as view part. So now, when coming to the user interfaces, what it contains, user interface contains some visual appearance. Like for example, login screen, and then forgot password screen,
Homepage.
change password screen, and then home page, and then about page. Like that here, so many user interfaces we are defining. So now when coming to the user interfaces, because what are the applications that we have developed, this application can be not only utilizing by the professionals, these application can be utilized by business people, this can be utilized by the students, this can be utilized by the professionals, this can be utilized by the housewives, and everybody can able to utilize this application. So for that here, when coming to the business people or the student or the housewife, these people cannot able to understand how to interact with the application. So that we are providing the effective user interfaces. We are providing the user-friendly interfaces by which these users can able to interact with my application. So now instead of writing any code, instead of learning any commands, directly they can able to perform the various operations in my application by using the user interfaces available in the application itself. So that here we are going to be designing the various user interfaces like some login screen where the user can enter the username and the password, and then they can able to enter into my application also. Once he entered into my application, then it is providing an inbox page in the Gmail application where it is providing all the emails which you have received from the various people. After that, it is providing some more options to you by which we can able to send some new emails. We can able to check what are the emails that you have received. We can check what are the emails that you have deleted. We can check what are the emails that you have sent to the various people. Everything we can able to track. So that these are the various functionalities are available which can be accessible by using the graphical user interfaces. Simply by using the mouse pointer itself, we can able to perform all these operations, so that each and every application will be having the effective user interfaces. Nothing but some graphical user interfaces will be there, which will be called as the view part. And the second one, you will be having the business logic part. So now what do you mean by this business logic part? Let's, for example, here I have some login screen. In that login screen, you will be having the two fields like enter username, and then you will be having one more field, enter password, and then you will be having the login button, and then you will be having the cancel button. Now I have entered some username like some ABC. I have entered the password some XYZ. After entering that, when you click on this particular login button, then what it will do basically,
It will
the login
it
screen.
will check
To verify
the
the user.
Okay. When coming to the login screen, login button, when you click on this login button after entering the username and the password, first of all, it will verify whether the user has entered both username and password or not. If the username or password, any of the field is empty, then immediately it is giving the message to the user that you haven't entered the password, so please enter the password or please enter the username. If the user has entered both username and the password, then it is going to be sending the request to the database, like it will be having the information to the database. Now it will verify whatever the username that you have specified, whatever the password that you have specified, with this username and the password is valid or not. If the username and the password both are valid, then only it will be allowing you to enter into the application. If any of this is wrong, then it is giving a message to you, invalid username or the password. So nothing but here, when coming to this particular login button, how it will know which database it has to interact, because so many databases are available. Google has developed so many applications. From those, Gmail is also one of the applications. All the Gmail people's username and the password will be available in a specific database. And in that database, it will be having so many tables are there. In those tables, we have one table called as users table. In that users table, all the Gmail users username and the password has been stored. Then how this application will understand, how these applications know to which database it has to interact, in that database which table it has to interact. For that here we have to instruct to our application, please go to that particular database. In that database we have some table called as users information table or user details table. In the users table we have two columns are there. One is user id column where all the user ids are there. We have the password column, in that all the passwords are available. Please go to the table and verify whether do we have any record with the username ABC and with the password XYZ. So now the database will be process this request. It will give the response back. Nothing but if the username and the password is available, then it will give the confirmation to that user that this user is already a registered user. So username and the password both are valid, so that we can able to enter into the application. Then it will be redirecting these users to the inbox page or the home page of that application. If any one of this information is invalid, then it will be displaying the message called as invalid username or the password. So again, the user has to enter the valid information in order to enter into that application. When you click on cancel button, it is going to be clearing these two fields. Like whatever the username that you have entered, that value will be removed. Whatever the password value that you have entered XYZ, this is also get removed. Nothing but it is going to be clearing those two fields. So nothing but here we are executing some business logic. When you click on save, it is going to be saving that record. When you click on edit, it is editing that record. When you click on delete, the record will be getting deleted. Nothing but what happened here, when you click on that one, automatically internally in the back end, some functionality will be get executed. So that functionality is nothing but the business logic part. By using that business logic part, we are going to be describing what operations that we are going to be performing in that application. Define the operations to be performed in the application. Okay, by using the business logic, we can able to specify what operations that we are going to be performing in that application here. So that here, when you click on login button, it is going to be performing some business logic, and when you click on cancel, it is performing some different business logic here. And when coming to the backend part, backend is nothing but what this is. Backend is also called as the database. So now when coming to the database, what do you mean by database? When coming to the database, database is nothing but a logical container. Database is nothing but a logical container which contains one or more objects. Okay? One or more object. These objects are also called as tables, which contains various information. Which contains the various informations. Like when coming to the database. So now here database is nothing but a logical container which contains one or more objects where each and every object is associated with each other. Not only here, these tables are not independent tables. These tables are having some association with each other. So that here, when coming to these tables, these are called as the database. This is called as a logical container. Nothing but one object is associated with another object here. So now, when coming to the database, database is also called as backend for the application. Okay, backend for the application, which cannot be visible to the user. So now when coming to the database, database is also called as the backend for the entire application. Whatever the data that you are storing through your application and whatever the data that you are storing through your software, everything will be getting stored into that backend only, nothing but in the database only. So now suppose for example, I have a bank account. Now in that bank account, I have created that, I have opened that bank account through one of the branch. So now in that branch, they will be having the bank application is there. It may be ICICI Bank, it may be Citibank, it may be HDFC or whatever the banks are there. So now I have opened a new account. So now at that time I have provided all my details like my name, my first name, my last name, my age, my date of birth, my qualifications, my address, my PAN number, everything I have provided all these details. So now the bank people will collect all these details and then they will be creating a new record in their bank application in order to allocate a new account number to me. So that here all this data will be getting stored. Then how long time they will store about my information? Only for 1 year or 2 years or 10 years? This will be for the lifelong. Nothing but whatever the data that we have provided, this data will be storing by the bank people for the lifelong. It may be 10 years, it may be 1 year, it may be 20 years, it may be 50 years. After 100 year also, this data will be there in the bank. So that here, when coming to the backend or the database, database is also called as repository or an application or a software which provides the permanent storage of your information. The data is not only for the permanent temporary purpose, the data can be stored permanently. Now, after 100 years also, you can able to get back this information. After 200 years also, we can able to get back this information. Nothing but your data will not be lost. The data will be stored permanently. And then along with that, whatever the data that you have stored, that data will not be visible to the other persons. Nothing but other users cannot able to access your data without your permission. So that here, not only providing the permanent storage of your data, it is providing the security for your data also from the other unauthorized users accessing. So that when coming to the database, database provides the permanent storage of your information. Okay, when coming to the database, database is going to providing the permanent storage of the information and the security for the data also. So now here, when coming to the each and every application, database is the heart of the application because our products data, our marketing data, our customers data, our employees data, our sales data, our support data, our end users information, our partners data, everything will be available in the database only. Because here database is the only place where we can able to store the information permanently with security. So that here when coming to the database, database is a heart of the application, so that without database we cannot implement any of the application. So that here when coming to the database, database is playing the major role when coming to the any application, because whenever you are performing the banking transactions, where your banking transactions will be get stored, because it may be withdrawal, it may be deposit, it may be applying for the loan, it may be applying for the account, whatever the things, whatever the operations that you are performing, where this entire information will be get stored, this information will be getting stored into the database only. Now after 20 years also, if you want to get the last 1 year bank transaction, they can able to get the transaction. Nothing but they are going to be storing this entire information for the lifelong also. So that here, when coming to the backend or the database, database is nothing but a logical container which contains one or more objects of the table, which contains the data of your application, which provide the permanent storage as well as the security also. Okay. So now here, when coming to the database.com. So now what do you mean by this database.com? Now we will see. So now here, when coming to the database.com. Database.com is a cloud database. Cloud database offered by Salesforce. Offered by Salesforce, which contains all the objects. What objects? These are Salesforce objects. Salesforce objects and the records in the objects. Okay. When coming to the database.com, database.com is a cloud database offered by Salesforce. Nothing but when coming to the Salesforce, they have provided one application called as Salesforce CRM application. Now, when coming to the Salesforce CRM application, we can able to store our customers' data, our products data, our sales data, our marketing data, our services data, our partners data, our employees data, everything we can able to store. Now, then how long time we have to store this information? Lifelong. So that we need a database. So that here, when coming to the Salesforce, Salesforce is providing one database called as database.com, which is a cloud database offered by the Salesforce, which contains all of your objects like campaigns, accounts, leads, contacts, opportunities, cases, solutions. This entire information will be available in the database.com only. So now what are the complaints that you have raised? What are the campaigns that you have conducted? What are the leads information that you have generated? What are the opportunities that you have generated? What are the solutions that you have provided? Everything information will be available in the database.com only. When coming to the database.com, database.com is a cloud database offered by the Salesforce, which contains all your Salesforce objects, and the records and the objects are also get resides. Okay, clear?
Yes.
Yes.
Now, the next feature is data.com. What do you mean by this data.com? As of now, we have discussed about database.com. Now, what do you mean by this data.com now? When coming to the data.com, okay, this is an organization name. But sometime back, this organization name is Jigsaw. Okay, Jigsaw is an organization. Okay, Jigsaw is an organization which contains a product, software called as Jigsaw. Okay. When coming to the Jigsaw, Jigsaw is an organization which contains a software called as Jigsaw. Now, when coming to the Jigsaw, Jigsaw is a software. It holds or it stores all the information of various organizations and the people's information. Like when coming to this one, it will be storing the information of the various organizations. Nothing but who are all the organizations are available in that US or the abroad countries. Along with that, the persons, nothing but the employees who are working in that organizations. That entire information they are going to be storing into that application called as Jigsaw. Okay. So now, when coming to the Jigsaw, Jigsaw has been acquired by the Salesforce. Jigsaw has been acquired by Salesforce, and they changed the name as data.com. Okay, they changed the name as data.com. So now when coming to the data.com, data.com is one of the business area for the Salesforce. So now what they will do with this data.com, now we will see. Suppose for example, let's assume that I have started a restaurant. Okay, I have started a restaurant. So now here today only I'm starting this one. Today is inauguration day. So now when coming to the restaurant, we are going to providing the various services. Like I am providing some home delivery services, home delivery of the selected items. We are providing the takeaway service. where the customer has to visit our restaurant and purchase the items. And then they can able to take up those service here in our restaurant itself inside sales also. So now here assume that these are the services we are offering. Inside sales. Inside sales in the sense like now the people the customer can come to our restaurant and then they can enter into my restaurant, they can sit in my restaurant and they can able to have their required items whatever they want. So now here, along with that, we are providing some takeaway service also, where the customer has to visit our restaurant and he has to purchase and the required items, and then they can go to their home and they can have those items. Or else, if the customer is not able to visit our restaurant, then they can able to make an order through online or by making a call also, so that we can provide this item to the customer's place as a home delivery service. So now here, when coming to the home delivery, we are going to providing on free of cost. So now suppose for example here, these are the various services that we are going to be offering in our restaurant. Now today is the inauguration day. Now when coming to the restaurant, whatever the items we have prepared today, these items will be available for today only, or maximum by tomorrow we can utilize. Day after tomorrow we cannot able to utilize because these are the food items. So that here, if you are going to be keeping those items for a long time, this will not be healthy. This will not be available. So that here what we have to do is, as soon as possible, we have to sell out these items to the various customers. Now, what are the items that we have prepared? Freshly we have to prepare, and the fresh items we have to provide to the customers, so that from the next day also, in future also, the customer can visit our restaurant again and again to have their required items. So that here, what I want to do is, so now today is the inauguration day for for my restaurant, so that I want to capture more number of customers. So now then, how can we capture the customers for my restaurant? How to capture the customers for the restaurant? Do I need to give some advertisement about my restaurant, or what we need to do? Anyone?
You have to give advertisements in local channels or like that.
Okay,
Put banners inside.
okay. Suppose for
Create
example,
campaign.
yeah, yeah,
And
continue, continue.
have to serve about other hotels also
Mhm.
uh, at what rate they are giving. From that one, we have to give the discounts like that.
Okay,
Create different kind of campaigns where you can give out the information by flyers,
okay,
ads,
okay,
emails, Facebook.
okay. Now, so here assume that. So now, as an inauguration offer, I want to give some benefit to my customer. What is that? I want to provide. Okay, I want to provide some 10% of the discount on behalf of the inauguration. Sorry, here on inauguration day. Okay, as an inauguration day offer, I want to provide 10% of the discount on the bill what they have purchased. So now here I want to spread out this information to the various customers as soon as possible. If I'm conducting some campaigns, okay, nothing but if I'm going with some marketing, the like some banners, posters, and some pamphlets, or by conducting some campaign, then how long time it will take? It will take more time. So now for that here, what I want to do is, so now I want to capture the customers as soon as possible. So now nowadays, every person, he may be a student, he may be a housewife, he may be a professional, he may be a businessman also, everybody is carrying a mobile. So that one, if I know those customers' mobile numbers, then I can able to send out in message nothing but a mobile alert so that the customers can see the information about my restaurant. So that immediately they can able to come to my restaurant and they can able to purchase the required items so that I can able to sell out the products on the same day itself. So that I can able to generate the more revenue also. Nothing but in very short span of time, I would like to capture the more customers. So now in this kind of scenario, how can we capture those customers' mobile numbers so that here what we need to do, we have to contact the various mobile network vendors like AT&T, and then we have some Airtel, Vodafone, Nokia, sorry, the Aircel, Uninar, like that here so many network vendors are there because every person has to purchase the mobile from the different organization, but in that mobile they have to put a sim by which we can able to make a call, we can able to receive a call. That sim card we have to purchase from the mobile network vendor only. He may be the any of the vendor, it may be the AT&T vendor, it may be the Airtel, it may be the Vodafone, it may be the Idea, it may be the Tata Indicom, whatever. So that here, when coming to the mobile network vendor people, they will be having your mobile number, they will be having your details. So now in this kind of scenario, what we can do as a restaurant owner, I want to capture the more customers so that one I want to purchase these customers' mobile numbers from the mobile network vendor. So that I will go to a mobile network people and then I will contact with him and then I will purchase those mobile numbers from that mobile network vendor by giving some money to them. So that here what we are doing here, instead of conducting the marketing, instead of conducting the campaigns, instead of conducting for some banners, posters, pamphlets, directly we are going to be contacting the customer by using their mobile numbers which we are purchasing from the various mobile network vendors. So nothing but here, suppose for example, so now we can discuss about one more example also. Let's assume that we have an organization called as some TCS, okay, Tata Consultancy Services. Now when coming to this organization, this is a software services organization. This is a software services organization. So now when coming to the TCS organization, they're providing the services to the various clients. They're providing the services to the various clients in all the countries, not only in India, in all the countries they are going to be serving to their clients. Whatever the software requirements they have, those are the requirements they are going to be fulfilling with this particular organization. So now when coming to the TCS, they got a new project. Okay, they got a new project. So now for this project, they need 100 Java developers. Okay, they need 100 Java developers for this particular new project. So now when coming to the TCS, so now so many people are there in this organization. Almost more than 1 lakh employees are available when coming to this organization. So from those, so many employees are belongs to Java, some employees are belongs to .NET technology, some employees are working on some Oracle, some employees are working on some SQL Server, some employees are working on some SAP, like that. All the domains they are working on. So now when coming to the TCS people, they have identified some 20 persons. Within the organization, they have identified 20 people, nothing but Java developers. And then again, they need 80 more people. They need 80 more people. Then what they will do? So when coming to this 80 people, the point is they have to fill all the 80 positions within 1 week. Okay, this is the challenge for the TCS people. What is their approach now?
They'll contact other software service organizations.
Okay, nothing but they are going to be contacting some. They are going to be contacting some outsourcing organizations. Okay, they are going to be contacting some outsourcing organizations. So now or else what they will do is they are going to be contacting the Naukri. Okay, contact the naukri.com or monsterindia.com. So where these are the job portals. These are the job portals which contains all the people's information. All the people's information who are belongs to the various technologies and looking for the job. Okay, so now here they are going to be contacting either naukri.com or the monster.com. So now where they will be having the various applications in which they are going to be having the people's information who are belongs to the various technologies and who are looking for the job. So that here they will purchase. Now the TCS people will purchase the Java developers data from the Naukri people. Okay, they will purchase the Java developers data from the Naukri people and directly they will be contacting those persons in order to recruit those persons in their organization for their new project. So now here what we are doing, instead of conducting the marketing, instead of giving the advertisements, we are going to be purchasing those details directly from a third party organization. Like the same way, when coming to the Salesforce also, Salesforce is also maintaining one application called as Jigsaw, that is called as a data.com application, which is going to be storing all the people's information and all the organization information available in the abroad countries. It may be North America, it may be South America, it may be Europe countries, it may be Middle East, it may be Japan, it may be China, it may be Australia, whatever. Now, in all the countries, what are all the various organizations are available? In those organizations, who are the employees are available? Nothing but the various people's information. Now, coming to these people's information, they are getting these people's information by conducting some surveys. So now, when coming to the people's information, they are capturing the exact information of each and every people, like the first name of the person, last name of the person, middle name of the person, and their contact number, their email ID, their phone number, their home phone number, their website name, and their SSN number, their mailing address, their billing address, everything they are going to be capturing those information. So now, if any of the organization requires this data, then they are going to be selling out this data to those organizations by getting some money. So nothing but here when coming to the data.com, data.com is used to purchase the detail. Nothing but this is used to sell out the details of the various persons available in the abroad countries, like as naukri.com. So now here when coming to the data.com, data.com it contains the all the organizations information and the people's information resides in abroad countries. Like, for example, first name of the person, last name of the person, to which industry he is associated, and then his mobile number, his fax number, his email ID, his website, and his SSN number, is the mailing address, etc. All these information will be available. They are going to be selling out this information to the various organizations. People's data or organizations data, various organizations. Those are required people. Okay, so now when coming to the data.com, data.com is also called as Jigsaw. When coming to the Jigsaw is an organization sometime back. Now this is comes under Salesforce. Salesforce has acquired this data Jigsaw organization, and then they have changed the name as Jigsaw. When coming to the data.com contains the information about the various organizations, and as well as it contains the people's information who are resides in the various places in the abroad countries, where they are going to be capturing the accurate information of each and every persons, which they are going to be selling out to the various people, the required people. So now here organization information, nothing but company information. Company information in the sense what kind of object it will be having here. Now data.com contains the objects called as account, contact. Only these two objects information will be available to you. So now it should not have any other information. Account is nothing but our customer. Customer may be a business, customer may be a person, individual person, or the customer may be an organization also. So that here, when coming to the data.com contains only two objects. Okay, data.com contains only two objects. Okay, only two objects called as account and the contact. Okay, clear? Any
Yes.
questions on this?
No.
Okay, next. And the sixth feature is collaboration cloud. What do you mean by collaboration? Collaboration means sharing the information. Okay, collaboration means sharing the information. How can we share the information? What are the various softwares are available in the market right now to share the information? Or what are the softwares are there in the market to share the information?
WhatsApp.
Okay, when coming to the softwares,
Yahoo, Google,
Yahoo Messenger,
Messenger,
hmm, Skype,
WhatsApp,
Google Talk, hmm, Hike Messenger,
WhatsApp, Viber,
hmm,
Viber,
okay, Viber,
WhatsApp,
WhatsApp, hmm. Any more thing? AIM, etc.
YouTube.
So many tools are available here. So now here, when coming to these tools, whatever the tools that we have, all these tools, assume this one here. So now when coming to this Yahoo Messenger, so now without installing this Yahoo Messenger tool in our local system, can you able to use this service to share the information?
No.
No.
No. When coming to the Skype also we have to install a small exe tool, right? When
Yes.
coming to the Google Talk also we have to install a small tool. For the Hike Messenger also we have to install a small tool. For the Viber also we have to install a small tool. For the WhatsApp also we have to install a small tool. AIM is also a tool which is from AOL. I think everybody is aware of AOL, nothing but American Online. This is one of the email site like as Gmail. So now AOL has provided one messaging tool called as AIM. Okay, AIM. Now these tools are on-premise tools.
These tools are
Okay,
on premise.
these tools are on-premise tool. On-premise in the sense these are available in our premises. These are available in our local system. These are available in our local network. These are available in our local organization. Nothing but first we have to install this tool in our system or in device. Then only we can able to access these softwares in order to exchange some information so that we can share the data with some other persons also. So now, when coming to the collaboration is nothing but the sharing the information. So now, when coming to these tools, we are going to be using this Yahoo Messenger or the Skype or the Google Talk or the Yahoo Messenger or Viber, WhatsApp. All these are for our personal use only. We are going to be using this. When coming to the real-time organizations, will they use this Skype or the Yahoo Messenger to have the internal communication in that organization employees?
No.
No, nothing but the above tools will not be used in the organizations to share the information of their customers, clients, or customers. So now here, why they are not going to be using these tools? Because these are open source tools, nothing but free tools. So no security in those tools. Okay, there will not be proper security in those tools. So that one, when coming to the real-time organizations, real-time organizations will use the tools like they will be using the link, okay, which is from Microsoft, or they will use Lotus same time. This is from IBM. Okay. These are the two tools they will use in the real-time organizations in order to have the internal communication with those employees. Okay, but these are very costly tools. Okay, these licenses are very costly. So now if it is a small organization, then these small organization people cannot able to afford this much of amount in order to purchase these licenses of those link or the Lotus same time. So now in this kind of scenario, Salesforce introduced a on-demand tool, on-demand software for sharing the data among the organization employees. So now here this is a on-demand software, okay? Collaboration cloud or charter. So now this is on-demand. Suppose for example here, now we are using so many tools like Yahoo Messenger, Skype, Google Talk, Hike Messenger like that. Do we have any such applications where without installing those softwares in our local system, can we able to share the information?
No.
Do we have any such applications in the market?
No.
No? Think
Actually, from web means we can share from Yahoo Messenger. Web means
on-demand sharing softwares. applications.
Sir,
Facebook, okay, where we are going to be sharing the information. Twitter, LinkedIn, etc. Nothing but these are the on-demand softwares or the applications by which we can able to share some information across the various people. Like Facebook is one of the application. Do I need to install anything to access that Facebook?
no,
No, no, right? So because here directly we can able
yes,
to access that Facebook by using the browser and the internet connection. For the Twitter, do we need to install anything? Not required. For the
no,
LinkedIn, not required. So now in those things here in the Facebook, whenever you are placing some information, whenever you are posting some information, then this information will be automatically sharing with all your friends. So now he may be your colleague, he may be friend, he may be your friends also. Everybody can able to access your information which you have posted. So now when coming to this Facebook or the Twitter or the LinkedIn, these are some of the ready-made applications are available which will be provided by the various organizations where we can able to use these softwares for the collaboration purpose, where we can able to share some information among ourselves. So now you can able to share the audio files, you can able to share the video files, you can able to share some text document, you can able to share some text information, you can able to share some photos. All these information we can able to share through this particular Facebook or the Twitter or the LinkedIn applications. Like the same way, Salesforce has also introduced one application called as Charter application. Charter is a tool provided by Salesforce for the internal communications in the organization, which which provides the security of your data. Okay. When coming to the charter, charter is a tool provided by the Salesforce for the internal communication within the organization employees, where it is going to be providing the security for your data. Now, by using through the charter, we can able to share text information, comma text documents, comma PDF files, comma images or pictures,
No. No.
audio files, video files, etc. All these information we can able to share through this charter feature. So now when coming to the collaboration feature, nothing but the collaboration feature is exist only in Salesforce CRM. This feature is not available in any of the CRM tools exist in the market. Okay. When coming to the collaboration feature is available only in
hello,
yeah.
yes, sir.
Now, so now here when coming to the collaboration feature. This collaboration feature will be exist only in the Salesforce CRM. This feature is not available in any of the CRM tools available in the market. Like already we have discussed, we have so many tools available in the market. Like we have we have Sugar CRM, we have PeopleSoft CRM, we have Siebel CRM, we have Microsoft Dynamics CRM, we have Zoho CRM, we have Oracle CRM, we have SAP CRM. So many CRM tools available in the market, but these CRM tools are not having this collaboration feature. Collaboration feature is exist only in Salesforce CRM, and then this feature is not available in any of the CRM tools available in the market. So now, because of these features, okay, because of these new features only, each and every people, everybody is going to be adapting this Salesforce in order to utilize this. Okay, clear?
Okay.
Yeah.
Yes.
Now, so now here these are the various six clouds offered by the Salesforce. Like as of now, we have discussed about the six clouds. So now the first one is the sales cloud, second one is the service cloud, and the third one is
Okay.
post.com, fourth one is the database.com, fifth one is the data.com, and the sixth one is collaboration cloud. So now these are the six clouds offered by the Salesforce for their customers. So that one here, when coming to the Salesforce, Salesforce is offering all these clouds. Okay, so now these cloud features will be utilized by the various customers of the Salesforce, and now these features are all the features are on-demand features. These are not on-premise, nothing but no need to installing anything in order to access these six clouds. All these clouds features are cloud-based features, so that everything is available in the internet, so that directly we can able to access these features by using the browser and the internet connection. Okay, clear?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
Now, now when coming to the Salesforce, what are the various releases provided by the Salesforce? Now we will see. When coming to the Salesforce, suppose for example here, we have so many softwares available in the market. Like suppose for example, some .NET. .NET is providing the various releases. Like initially they have provided 1.0, and then 2.0, and then 3.0, and then 4.0, and then 5.0. Nothing like that here they are going to be providing so many latest versions. When coming to the Java software also, initially they have provided 1.0, and then 2.0, and then 3.0 they have released, and then 4.0, and then 5.0, and then 6.0 they have released, and now they are into the 7.0. In future they are going to be releasing some more also. So now it may be any software. You will be having so many releases are available. Initially, they're starting with the release of 1.0, and after that, keep on they are going to be giving these new releases also. In each and every release, Microsoft is going to be providing the latest version of .NET software, so that here they're providing the latest release which contains the latest features. Nothing but some new features will be available in each and every release. So nothing but here, each release will contain some new features. Okay, each release will contain some new features. So now in order to get those new features, we need to purchase the latest version of the software license. Okay. So now here, in order to get the latest features, we have to purchase the latest version of the software license. So now if it is a small company, then how long time I have to purchase this license? Like here, today we have purchased 1.0 version. Now next year they will release 2.0. In that they will be providing some new features. Then if we want to get those new features, then we have to purchase those new software also. For that we have to purchase the license. And then which is very costly, so that I'm not able to afford. Now in future, after one more year, they will release one more version, that is 3.0, nothing but 3.0, where they are providing some new features in that. Now when coming to the each and every organization, they are going to be providing some new features of those products. So now in each and every latest version, they are providing some new features over there. So now in this kind of scenario, whenever if you want to utilize those new features, then you have to purchase the new version of that software license. So now then how long time I have to purchase this latest versions? Keep on lifelong we have to purchase this latest versions also. So now when coming to the Salesforce, Salesforce is providing the various versions of those software releases also, but these software releases are zero cost, nothing but there is no cost, no need to pay any amount. They will be providing this latest version of those softwares on free of cost to you. In our last class, we have discussed about multi-tenant architecture. In that multi-tenant architecture, we have discussed about a point called as one of the feature provided by the multi-tenant architecture is that is zero cost improvements. Zero cost improvements is nothing but whenever that organization has provided some new releases, nothing but the latest version of that software, then no need to invest any amount or no need to pay any amount in order to get the latest features. Those will be available on zero cost, nothing but on free of cost. Those new features will be available to you in Salesforce. So for that here, when coming to the Salesforce, Salesforce is going to be giving the three releases in a year. Salesforce provides three releases in a year. So nothing but not only once in a year, Salesforce is giving three releases in a year. When coming to the Salesforce, Salesforce releases are seasonal releases. So now, when coming to the releases of the Salesforce, these will not be having the versions like 1.0, 2.0, 3.0, not like that. Salesforce is providing the releases like winter release, and the second one is spring release, and the third one is summer release. These are the three releases provided by the Salesforce in each and every year. Now, per an year, we will be having these three seasons. Winter season will be there, spring season will be there, summer season will be there. So now, when coming to the each and every season, you will be having the different climate, different atmosphere, and the different fruits will be available, different flowers will be available in each and every season. So now when coming to the Salesforce also, Salesforce is also giving the latest releases in these the seasons in each and every season release. Nothing but in each and every release, Salesforce is providing some new features. Now, like as some new fruits, some different atmosphere, different climate, and the different flowers. Like that here, when coming to the winter release also, they are providing some different features. So now in winter release, Now, what is this winter release year? How do we know? Last year also we have 3 seasons. This year also we have 3 seasons. Next year also we will be having 3 seasons. Now, if it is a winter, then how can we identify which year's winter? If it is 2014's winter or 2015's winter or 2016's winter, then how do we know? For that, here they are going to be adding each and every release name like winter with the release version, nothing but the release year 15. 15 in the sense this is 2015. Okay, 2015 winter release. Okay, now you will be having spring 15. So now this is 2015 spring release, and then we have summer 15. This is 2015 summer release. Now when coming to the summer release, so now here when coming to the summer release, this is the current release, which is the latest one. Okay, so now when coming to the winter release is already past, it is already over. And then when coming to the spring release also past, this is already over. Now currently we are using the summer 15 release. So now here when coming to the Salesforce is going to be releasing the 3 versions, nothing but 3 releases in a year. So now one is winter release, second one is spring release, third one is summer release. Now in each and every release, Salesforce is going to be providing some new features in terms of Salesforce CRM application, in terms of Force.com, in terms of infrastructure also. Now, when coming to these releases, this release, winter release is not specific to some past. This winter release is not specific to SaaS like that. Now, in each and every release, Salesforce is providing some new features in terms of SaaS, in terms of PaaS, in terms of infrastructure also. Each release contains the new features of SaaS, that is Salesforce CRM, PaaS, it is nothing but the Force.com platform, and then infrastructure also. Okay, so now when coming to the Salesforce releases are seasonal releases where for each and every year Salesforce will release 3 releases in a year. One is winter, second one is spring, third one is summer. Now the current release or the current version of Salesforce application is that is summer 15. So now sometime back, 1 week back itself, we are using the Spring 15. Now recently, our accounts has been upgraded with the summer release. So now here, whenever the Salesforce is giving a new release, in each and every release, it contains some new features of SaaS in terms of nothing but the Salesforce CRM. They are providing some more new features in terms of Force.com platform. They are providing some new feature in terms of some infrastructure also. Okay. So now when coming to the new features, all the new releases will be upgraded into our accounts automatically. Okay, so because here it supports multi-tenant architecture. Okay, because it is going to be supporting the multi-tenant architecture, so that one all the accounts are going to be automatically upgraded with this particular new release. Okay. So now here when coming to the releases, each and every release will be having the new features of SaaS, PaaS and the infrastructure, and then all these new releases will be uploaded into our the accounts automatically here. So now these new releases will be applicable to all the users. You may be a free user, he may be a licensed user. Okay, he may be a free user or he may be a licensed user. Each and every user's account will be get automatically upgraded with the latest features or the latest releases provided by the Salesforce. Okay, clear?
Here.
Yeah.
Okay. And the next one, when coming to the Salesforce, Salesforce is going to be providing these Salesforce releases of the licenses in the various editions. Now we will see the Salesforce editions. When coming to the Salesforce, Salesforce is providing the various editions of these softwares. Like when coming to the .NET or Microsoft, Microsoft is going to be releasing some Windows operating system. Like, so now, suppose for example, Microsoft releases the Windows operating system. When coming to the Windows operating system, assume that this is the Windows 7. In this Windows operating system, what are the various flavors will be there? What are the various
Flavor.
editions will be there in the Windows operating system, Windows 7 operating system?
32-bit, 64-bit,
Okay, this is a 32-bit, and the second one is 64-bit.
64.
Okay, 64-bit. Now, when coming to the 32-bit, what are the various new features they have offered? What are the various editions available in that? We have the Windows 7 Basic Edition, and the second one, Windows 7 Professional Edition, and the third one, Windows 7 Enterprise Edition, and the fourth one, Windows 7 Ultimate Edition, and the fifth one, Windows 7 Server Edition. Like that here, when coming to the 32-bit operating system itself, for the Windows 7 operating system which we are using right now, you will be having Windows 7 Basic Edition, we have the Professional Edition, we have the Enterprise Edition, we have the Ultimate Edition, we have the Server Edition. Like that here, we will be having the so many editions are available. So now the same editions will be available for the 64-bit also. So nothing but when coming to the Microsoft is going to be offering the various editions of these softwares also for the Windows operating system. Like the same way, when coming to the Salesforce also, Salesforce is offering this Salesforce software in the various editions. Salesforce offers the software licenses in various editions. When coming to the Salesforce, Salesforce provides 6 editions of Salesforce applications. From those, it will be providing some paid editions. Salesforce offers 5 paid editions, and then the Salesforce is offering one free edition. So now when coming to the Salesforce, Salesforce is offering totally 6 editions are there. So now from the 6 editions, we have 5 paid editions are available in those 6 editions. Five paid editions are available, and then one free edition is available. Then what are those 5 paid editions are available? What is this free edition available? Now we will see. When coming to the 5 paid editions, we have Contact Manager edition, and the second one, this is a Group edition, and the third one, Professional edition, and the fourth one, Enterprise edition, and the fifth one, Unlimited edition. These are the 5 paid editions offered by the Salesforce. When coming to the free developer free edition, they have offered, that is free developer edition. This is a free edition offered by the Salesforce. Okay, so now when coming to the Salesforce, Salesforce has offered the totally 6 editions of Salesforce of applications. Now from the 6 editions, we have 5 paid editions are there where we have to purchase a license. So nothing but paid editions in the sense like we have to purchase the license. So here, when coming to the 5 paid editions, we have Contact Manager edition, we have Group edition, we have Professional edition, we have Enterprise editions, we have Unlimited edition. When coming to the real-time organizations will use Unlimited edition. Okay, real-time organizations are going to be purchasing the Unlimited edition of that Salesforce software. When coming to the free edition, so now this is a no need to purchase a license. Free version. This is a free version. Okay. So now when coming to the Salesforce, Salesforce is offering these 6 editions. From those 5 editions of 5 paid editions are available, and then one free edition is available, which is free developer edition. When coming to this free developer edition, again we have 2 types are there. One is 30 days trial version, and the second one is lifelong account or permanent account. Okay. So now here lifelong account or permanent account, which is a free account. So now here when coming to the Salesforce, we are going to be creating our own account in the free developer edition, because we are not going to be purchasing any licensed software. We are going to be using this free developer edition in order to create our accounts, and then we are going to be using this free developer account in order to develop our own sample applications also. So now here when coming to the real-time organizations, they are going to be using the unlimited edition software. So now they won't use any free developer edition, but they are using the unlimited edition where some more memory space will be get allocated. So now whatever the features available in the licensed versions and in the free developer account, all the features will be same. There is no difference at all. Why? Because is when coming to the multi-tenant architecture, we have discussed about a point called as only one platform always. Nothing but Salesforce is going to be providing the same platform to all the users. So now, because here they don't want to make it differentiate, because here we have some free developer editions are there where some users are creating their account in the free developer where they're not purchasing any license, so that they will be having only some limited feature, and when coming to the paid version, do we have to provide some new features, not like that. So now when coming to the Salesforce, Salesforce wants to make each and every customer, he may be a free user or he may be a licensed user also, everybody should get the equal opportunity, everybody should get the same features to develop their applications. So for that here, when coming to the multi-tenant architecture, it provides a feature called as only one platform for all the users always, so that all the users, the user may be a free user or the user may be a licensed user, everybody will be on the same platform, everybody will be using the same release, everybody will be getting the same new features released by the Salesforce. So now, when coming to the Salesforce, Salesforce is following that multi-tenant architecture. Because of that multi-tenant architecture only, they are going to be making their customers happy by providing all these new features on free of cost, which will be upgraded automatically into their accounts. Okay, clear?
Mhm.
What is the use of taking this unlimited edition? So,
Because here,
or any,
for the free developer edition, which we are going to be creating an account, for that Salesforce is allocating 5 MB of space. In that 5 MB of space, you can able to store some data, you can able to store your some applications also. Because 5 MB of space, just you can assume that like a 5 MB space is very nothing. But when coming to this Salesforce, whatever the data that you are going to store, that data will be compressed every time. So now maximum it will compressed. So now you can store some 10 lakh records also, but only 1 MB will be get utilized, because here whatever the data that you are going to store, the data will be get compressed. Suppose for example, so let's assume that suppose I have downloaded one audio file, like as one audio song. If you are downloading that audio song, then what will be the capacity of that audio song file? It will be minimum 5 MB, right?
yeah,
Yes, right. So audio file will be having minimum 5 MB of capacity. So now, but here, when coming to the Salesforce, Salesforce is going to be compressing your data. It is going to be compressing. Like whatever the data that we have stored, the data will be compressed always. So that here, when coming to the 5 MB of space, in that huge amount of data, we can able to store some millions and millions of records also we can store into the 5 MB of space in Salesforce. Okay.
okay,
Now, if you want more data, suppose for example, when coming to the banking applications, or finance applications, or manufacturing applications, 5 MB of space in the sense nothing, because they are performing some millions and millions of transactions per day. At that time, this 5 MB space will not be sufficient, so that they are going to be purchasing the unlimited edition software where they can able to utilize a licensed version of software where they are going to be allocating some more space to that unlimited edition software. Nothing but the features will be same, but the memory allocation will be get different. For the free developer edition, we will be having 5 MB of space. For the unlimited edition, they are going to be allocating 100 GB of space. In that, they can able to store some information. They can able to deploy some applications also. They can able to store their data also. They can able to store some audio files, video files, everything they can able to store in that same memory location. In future, if that 100 GB of space is full, then they can able to contact the Salesforce or the Salesforce partners in order to increase the size of that memory space, so that they will charge some small amount. If the company has paid that small amount, then they will expand the memory size also. They will allocate some more space also for you. Okay, that memory expansion features are also available in Salesforce. Okay.
Okay.
So now this is the information about the basic information about this Salesforce and the various clouds offered by the Salesforce and the editions of Salesforce and the various releases offered by the Salesforce. In tomorrow's
I
class,
have a question.
yeah,
With regard to different editions and the names that's been given,
okay.
is it mainly based on space given to each of them?
So now here it is given to based on the space as well as they have restricted to the number of users also. When coming to the free developer edition, we can able to add maximum of 5 users. In unlimited edition, we can able to add unlimited number of users. Like here, we are having a business. It may be an organization also. So now keep on my business is growing. So here, when my business is growing, then how my business will be get grow? Because whenever I'm adding some new customers, if the new customers has added, then only my business will be growing. So that one here, so now those new employees, so those new customers also can able to access my application. So that one, I have to give the access to my customers so that they can able to access my application. Not the entire features, only some related features. What are the required features for that user, so that I will be providing only those features to them. Like they can able to raise some complaints, they can able to see the solutions of those complaints, everything they can able to track. Only those features they can able to access. The sales data, marketing data, other users data they cannot able to access. So that I want to add some unlimited number of customers or unlimited number of users in my application. So at that time we have to use this unlimited edition, so that unlimited number of users we can able to add. And along with that, when coming to the functionality wise, okay, whenever we are going to be starting some Salesforce CRM application, then you will know some terminology, you will know some new features. In those feature level also, they will be having some number of features will be get restricted here. Okay. So now here in tomorrow's session, we are going to be discussing about how to create our own free account. Like here, we have to do the practice. So now, as of now, we have discussed about some basic theoretical information about the Salesforce and their features and the Salesforce CRM and the multi-tenant architecture and the clouds offered by the Salesforce and the CRM terminology and the versions of Salesforce and the releases of Salesforce. Everything we have discussed. So now tomorrow we are going to be discussing about how to create our account, and then when coming to that account, free developer account we are going to create, how to create our own free developer account, and then how can we implement those features, what are the ready-made features are available in the free developer edition, and then how can we customize those features, everything we will see practically. From tomorrow onward, this is purely practical because we are going to be entering into our Salesforce administration part basically. So that we need to be use the Salesforce CRM application. So for that here we have to create an account, because whenever if you want to use some Gmail application, first of all you have to be registered. Like the same way when coming to our Salesforce also, we have to register, we have to create our account. So now that account is nothing but a free developer account we are going to create. So now here observe this one here. I have a question. Okay, let me clarify any of you. When coming to the Salesforce, Salesforce is offering 5 paid editions are there. In those 5 paid editions, Salesforce is giving some new releases. Whenever a new release will be released by the Salesforce, it may be summer, it may be winter, it may be spring, whatever, those new features will be applicable to all these 5 paid editions. So now along with that, this free developer edition is also upgraded with that new features. Why Salesforce is providing these new features to the free developer edition? What is the benefit of this giving these new features to the free developer edition to the Salesforce? What is the benefit to the Salesforce by giving these new features to free developer edition also?
It attracts all the users, including the small industries, so they don't have to keep on re-incurring extra charges
Okay.
for the changes.
Okay.
And also giving the opportunity for the developers to have the features that's available,
Okay.
so that they are enticed to buy the other features
Okay.
in the future.
Okay. Good. Now, so now here we have a small feature. Okay. So now that feature we are going to be discussing tomorrow. Okay. In tomorrow's session, I will discuss with this feature here. Why Salesforce is giving these new features to the free developer edition also on free of cost. We will see in tomorrow's session. Hello.
Yeah.
Hello.
Fine, everyone. So this is
Yeah.
today's session, and then tomorrow we will discuss about.
Yeah.
We are going to be entering into our actual Salesforce practical information. Like we are going to be creating our own free developer edition account, which will be a lifelong account, which cannot be get expired. So now when coming to the free developer editions, we have the two accounts that we can create. Like one is 30 days trial account, which will be working for 30 days only. Whatever the features, whatever the applications that we have developed in that account or in that edition, those will be get expired after 30 days. So that your account will be get blocked. You cannot able to access those implemented features after 30 days. So for that here, instead of using that 30 days trial version account, we are going to be creating a lifelong permanent account where we can able to use this account permanently. So now this account will not be get expired. Lifelong also you can able to continue with this account. Whatever the applications that you want, whatever the features you want, everything we can able to implement in this particular free developer edition account. Then how can we create this free developer edition account, and how the look and feel of the Salesforce CRM application will be, and then what are the various features available inbuilt in the Salesforce CRM, and how to customize those Salesforce CRM features. We will start from tomorrow's session. Okay, from tomorrow onwards everything is purely this is a practical sessions. Okay.
Okay.
Okay, tomorrow we will have the session at the same time, 9.